This is Boxing Talk 8576. I want to congratulate Terrence Crawford for being a 140-pound champion. Now he's the only guy in any weight division that can say he's a 140-pound. He's the undisputed champion. There's no arguments. There's nothing. Nobody can go out there and claim that they're the champion because they got a piece of the belt. He got all the belts. He even got the IBO title. He got the WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF, and the Ring Magazine. He's a Ring Magazine champion. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Julius indongo. The guy tried to be the undisputed champion. He went through 3 different countries to do it. You know what I'm saying? He went to 3 different countries. This man went to 3 different countries. You got people that don't want to go to that lives in the States and don't want to go to another state to try to win a title. This man went through 3 different countries, man. That shows you the mindset of Julius indongo. I think Julius indongo can be the undisputed 140-pound champion when Terrence Crawford leave. I think he can go around and collect all the belts if they get dispersed. But I just think he can go around and collect them. And I think he'll be the man. He'll be a guy that will do it. That will try to do it and probably get it done. And I won't be surprised if he get it done. So shout out to Julius indongo. But Terrence Crawford, I knew this fight was over when I seen Terrence Crawford come out in southpaw. When Terrence Crawford came out in the southpaw, the reason why he did that because they know that Julius indongo comes forward. He's an aggressive southpaw. He's not a southpaw that sits back and try to counterpunch you. And plus, he got a long jab. And the reason why they came out in southpaw is because they opened up his body with both. He was able to hit Julius indongo with the right and the left hand. And that's why he came out in southpaw. And Julius indongo got a long torso. He like 5'10", 5'11". So that torso was long. So it was imperative for Terrence Crawford to go to his body early to test it. And he went to it early. He tested it. He hurt him to the body. Earlier in the fight, he hurt him earlier in the fight, he hurt him to the body. He had to hit him with a nice, you know what I'm saying, punch to the body. And it kind of put Julius indongo off balance, kind of put him off balance. But man, like I said, when I did the pound for pound fighter, I didn't do pound for pound list. It's for one reason only. I want these guys to go out and try to be the best, try to be undisputed in your weight class. I want you to do everything you need to do to be undisputed. Terrence Crawford did that. Terrence Crawford, to me, he confirmed that he's the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. I mean, you know, you could argue Andre Ward. I wouldn't sit up here and argue with nobody over Andre Ward because Andre Ward did great things too. But right now, Terrence Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. There's no #2, there's no #3, there's number 4. Come and get him. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and dare to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna say you're the best fighter in the world, pound for pound, go out there and dare to be great. Crawford did it. And like I told people, he's not too small for a 147-pound fight. He's not too small for 147 pounds. He's gonna go up to 147 pounds. Danny Garcia can't beat him. He will outbox Danny Garcia. He will outclass Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is one-dimensional. He does have a great dimension, but he's only one-dimensional, and Terrence Crawford can take that away from him. Sean Porter can't beat him. Sean Porter, he is an aggressive, strong fighter, but he be coming forward all day, and Terrence Crawford will just be picking him off all day. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I know a lot of people think Errol Spence can beat him. Errol Spence cannot beat him. Errol Spence is great when you on the ropes. Now, one thing I've seen about Terrence Crawford, he can keep the fight in the center of the ring. Terrence Crawford rarely goes to the ropes. He rarely goes to the ropes. But if he goes to the ropes, he probably setting a trap. He probably going there to try to set a trap. In the center of the ring, we all seen Kell Brook was winning rounds and was winning the fight when the fight was in the center of the ring. Terrence Crawford can keep the fight in the center of the ring. Terrence Crawford can come out southpaw if he wants. Terrence Crawford can come out orthodox if he wants. He will outclass Errol Spence in the center of the ring, hands down, man. It's not even coming from a Terrence Crawford, fan. I mean, I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, but I like and respect I like and respect what Errol Spence was able to do by going over there and beating Kell Brook in his home country. That's nothing to sneeze at. So I'm not putting Errol Spence down. What I'm telling you, from a technical, logical sense, he will outclass Errol Spence. I'm telling you. The only man that can beat him is Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman has the same attributes. Keith Thurman can do the same things that Terrence Crawford can do. And Keith Thurman, I have to get Keith Thurman to the edge because Keith Thurman been at 147. He's a 147-pound fighter naturally, like born to be a 147-pound fighter. So he has the edge. And you know, Keith Thurman has power. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman has power on both hands, explosive power. So I have to give him the edge. But the only man that I know that can come up there and beat him, that will beat him at 147 pounds, is Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford can beat Keith Thurman at 147. To me, that's the closest 50-50 fight to me at 147. And like I said, Terrence Crawford went out there. He's undisputed. He's the best 140-pound fighter in the since Kassa Tszyu. Kassa Tszyu was the last undisputed 140-pound champion. You know, Danny Garcia was a great 140-pound champion. I'm not gonna say he wasn't. Cotto was, and your boy, what's his name was? I can't get his name, man. I'm on video, can't get the man's name, but you know who I'm talking about. He's one of the best 140-pound fighters, but none of them guys was undisputed like Kassa Tszyu. The last 10 years, I think 15 years, it's been 15 years since Kassa Tszyu was a 140-pound undisputed champion. And he's the best 140-pound champion in the last 15 years, man. And then the way that he's winning, that he won undisputed, he dominated a lot of those fighters, man. Like, dominated Victor Poster, dominated Julius Indongo. You know what I'm saying? He dominating these guys, man. So, hey, Terrence Crawford is the man in boxing. And I seen Teddy Atlas pound for pound list. This is why I don't have a list. He got Lomachenko as his #1 pound for pound fighter, and Lomachenko lost. You know, I'm not saying having a loss is a thing that's gonna disqualify you from being undisputed, but you got to go out to that man and try to win. He got to go out to Salido and try to get that win back, and he can get the win back. See, he crying over politics. See, Salido said, I get more money than you because I beat you, which is true. Salido should be getting more money than you. He beat you, man. You are the one that needs to go out there and beat Salido. You are the one that got to go out there and clean up the throw up. You are the one that should get Salido and say, okay, I'm going to get Salido $200,000 more of my money because I want to get that man in the ring, because I want to prove that fight was not, I was, you know, just coming in and I wasn't the fighter I am now. You got to go out there and clean that throw up. But like I said, Terrence Crawford is #1 pound for pound fighter. He's the #1 pound for pound fighter, period. If he was heavyweight with his skill set, I pick him to beat Joshua. If he was #1 with his skill set, if he was a 175-pound fighter, I beat him to beat Ward. If he was 168, I beat him to beat the guy at 168 if he was that weight. So, like I said, Terrence Crawford is the man. Y'all got to come and get him. Now, Ward can get up there and get close if he go out there and beat. If he go out there and he willing to become undisputed himself. He got a chance to go out there and become undisputed. If they don't have the politics shit, he can go out there and be undisputed. And that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Crawford is the best at 140. So, this is Boxing Talk 8576. Let me know what you thought about the fight. I'm out.